So in this, you're looking to write this in vertex form. Well, here's the part of vertex form that we can find. Okay? It's going to be, remember, this is some coefficient. Whatever the coefficient, whatever your a value is, goes here. Well, what's our a value? 1. So that's just going to be left blank. It's just a 1. Then this is always going to be an x. And then it's going to be plus or minus something. Right? And then this last part, again, will be plus or minus something. So I'm going to use kind of light letters here. I don't know if you can see them or not. This is minus h and a plus k. That's your general form where your vertex is the point h, k. And now, the way that this helps is if you are given this equation, you can find the coordinates of your vertex either by graphing or by using the calculation -2 or negative a over or negative I'll go through it. Negative b over 2a will be the other way that you can approach that. Okay. My suggestion would be go ahead and just find the vertex using the graph. All right. So what I would do is I would enter this equation right here in this the standard form into your Y editor. So green diamond F1, okay, and just enter that as it appears. So x squared plus 26x plus 68, okay, and I can now view it. Now here's the thing with your graphs. If you can't see, if the vertex isn't included in the portion of the graph that you see in your viewing windows, it won't give you the vertex. It's just going to give you the highest point within that window. So can we tell right here, can we see the graph coming back? No. Now, is this graph opening up or down? Up. So we know it's coming like this, right? The vertex is over here somewhere, down here. So we don't know that we have it. And so what you might need to do is you might need to extend your viewing window. And so in order to do that, if you hit green diamond F2, again, the default is just -10 and +10 for your lower and upper limits. If you get something where you're not really sure, just extend it. I'm going to go to -100. You could even go 1,000. Keep the scale as 1. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and once you change all of those, you can go back and view your graph. It just gives you kind of a wider view. So now I can see my vertex is, whether I see it on here or not, I can tell that it's going to be between these two x values. And so now I can go in and I can find what this vertex is by using the minimum, right? Because this opens up, so this vertex is going to be a minimum. So if I use F5 and I choose minimum 3, my lower bound means that this crosshair needs to be to the left of my vertex. So I know that -100 is for sure to the left of that. So I'm going to put -100 as my lower bound. My upper bound has to be to the right of this. Well, I could use 0 if I wanted to. I mean, like, if you know what you're doing, you can just pick 0 because that's an easy number to type and it's to the right of this. Or you can just make sure you just exaggerate and pick the number that's way to the right here, 100. And so we get our vertex. The lowest point between these is -13 and 101. So if that's your vertex, what you can do in this particular problem is you can simply identify our equation y equals x minus a -13. So again, it winds up being the opposite of this number. So plus 13. And then my k value, is the exact same. So plus a -101. Okay, so this would be the equation in the vertex form that I would use for this problem. All right. Okay, again, the alternative to this is to do it more by hand, and you can find this h and k value by taking the x coordinate is equal to -b over 2a. and you can just plug that in. So negative 26 over 2 times 1. Well, what is negative 26 halves? Negative 13. So we saw that anyway. So you could just plug in, so a minus h becomes minus a negative 13, turns into a plus 13. And then to find the corresponding x, or the corresponding y coordinate of the vertex, you would just take this equation right back here, and you would evaluate it for negative 13. So basically you'd say negative 13 squared plus 26 times negative 13 plus 68, and that's going to give you your y. Again, using your calculator, probably easier to do.